Start with Autumn Lilly back to serve. And her serve's going to be taken by Stubbs. Bumped across, just going to be dinked over by Kennedy. Short set, and that's going to be played off the block. And the first point of the match coming there for Camden George. Oglethorpe going to look to get off to a great start as they did last Sunday. That serve going to go into the net. You look on the season for Oglethorpe, Stevens leading the way with 153 kills, Rosenthal with 149. Then you would have Briella Kohler at 146 and Ellie Alfonso at 103. Serve taken by Sendoya. Set across to Stevens, and she's going to hammer that one right down the middle for her first kill of the match. And Kylie Zimmer going to check in. She'll go back to serve. 5'3" senior out of Houston, Georgia. Kylie will normally take a rotation turn to serve, then play the back line. Set short, that's blocked, and Sendoya unable to come up with that one. Number 15, Grace House with the kill. And now we're 2-2, and the libero, Mary Addison Stubbs, 5'7" freshman, again from Collierville, Tennessee, back to serve. Her jump serve taken by, it was taken by Zimmer, saved by Lilly. Lilly going to save that one again. Sendoya across. Rosenthal with the left hand rips it down the middle. Dinked over, saved by Kohler. Played right on the net. And Lauren Payne going to go up high. And they're actually going to say she went across the net. And it looks like it's going to be a point for Oglethorpe, and that's exactly what it's going to have to be. We'll switch the score up on the big scoreboard. Should be 3-2 in favor of the Stormy Petrels. And it is. They just have not changed it on the big scoreboard yet. Camden George back to serve. And that one's going to go long, just outside the back left corner for Camden. Sophia Sendoya will check back in. You'll have number 23, Perry Evans, as well as number 12, Adeline Henry. Henry back to serve. 5'6" freshman out of Gunter, Texas. Hendrix wearing pink jerseys today. Breast Cancer Awareness Month, obviously October. Oglethorpe in their traditional white, trimmed in yellow. Kate just going to dink one in, and that's a diving save by Stubbs. And they're going to say that one hit the ground. The back line judge, is going to say it hit the ground. Stubbs is saying, no, I got a hand underneath it. Cameron Presley going to go get some clarification from the chair judge. And the head coach right now, Brittany Newbury, she's going to walk over and try to get clarification of what happened. Either way, it looks like they are going to call a point in favor of Oglethorpe, which would make it 4-3. I'm trying to hear what Coach Newbury is saying. It's Newberry. Let me pronounce it correctly. Coach Newberry came over from Central Arkansas back in 2008. Serves as Hendrix Senior Woman Administrator since 2019. She's the daughter of Houston Oiler, now Tennessee Titans tight end Mike Barber. She's also an assistant at Mississippi State. They're trying to figure out if there's clarification needed on either side, what's going on. Trying to figure out, is this going to be a ball that hit the ground before it was saved by Stubbs? Or did Stubbs get an arm underneath it? I'm not sure what you do in that scenario. You'd almost have to replay the point. Side official here coming to get some clarification. Doesn't look like Ms. Newberry very happy with the clarification, and it is going to be considered a point for Oglethorpe. And I believe a 4-3 lead is where we have it correct. And checking in to serve, 5'4" freshman out of Ackworth, Allie Sierra, who has seen her minutes increase over the last couple of weeks. Good hard low serve. And that kill is going to be in. Ripped down the line by Perry Evans, a 6'1" sophomore out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I feel when I say Baton Rouge, I have to say it with the French accent. Elena Oden going back to serve. She's a 5'8 junior out of Searcy, Arkansas. 4-4 first set. Serve taken by Sierra, and unfortunately her return goes in between Briella Kohler and in between Autumn Lilly on a 5-4 lead right now for Hendrix. Oden going to serve again, serves it at Sierra, much better return here. Lilly takes it across and Briella Kohler climbs the ladder and slams that one home to even this first set up at 5 apiece. Zimmer will check out Ashlyn Stevens, will slide into the front line. So you've got Kohler, Sierra, Sendoya, Stevens, Bassett, and Lilly. Kohler with a great hard serve. And that kill attempt by Catalina Williams going to go long over the back line, and a 6-5 first set lead for Oglethorpe. Kohler with a low, hard jump serve. Taken again, short set. This one Williams gets Sendoya. Just has to get in front of it to save it. Stevens going to roll it over the net. Taken nicely there by Henry. And another nice kill from Cameron Presley, 6-foot senior out of Greenwood, Arkansas. Rolled that one down, and Sophia Sendoya could not get underneath it. We're all knotted at 6 apiece here in set number 1. Two evenly matched teams. Serve going to be taken by Kohler. Lilly sets it, and right off the block is Ashlyn Stevens for the kill. I mentioned these are two evenly matched teams, although Oglethorpe won on the road. It was hotly contested. As I mentioned, 25-23, 25-21, and 25-22. So no set was really pulled away. Caitlin Bassett back to serve. Low sidewinder. That's played off the block nicely. Lilly short sets it. George going to just try to throw it over the net. Back set here. That one's taken. Kohler, Lilly just pops it over. Diving save by Sierra, and it goes out of bounds. Cameron Presley again with another kill. Playing that one with a really acute angle to get it down, and we're knotted at 7 apiece. As I mentioned how close they are in the SAA. Presley, 162 kills coming on the year. Sendoya going to play that one. Lilly flies across, outside to Stevens. And that's going to be hammered down by Camden George. The return of Stevens' kill attempt just popped up in the air, and Cameron George said, thank you, or Camden George, excuse me, said, thank you, I'll take that one. Kate Rosenthal going to check back in. Sierra going to check out. Lilly's serve. Taken short set, hammered down by Cameron Kennedy. Comes up with the kill. We're all knotted at 8 apiece. Back to serve, I believe, is Cameron Presley. Sendoya saves that one. Kate Rosenthal absolutely hammers that one home. Came down with a left-handed kill, and there was no chance. The only reason I was saying Cameron Presley, I wasn't sure. The pink jerseys are beautiful. The numbering with the white, when you get to my age, every now and then the numbering doesn't look really good all the way across the court, and I was having a hard time picking it up. Zimmer back to serve. Kill attempt here. Sendoya one arm saves it. Just going to have to bump it across. Short set thrown back. That kill attempt taken by Lilly. Sendoya sets it up outside for Kohler. George again, and great save by Stubbs. Zimmer saves that one. Rosenthal outside plays it off the block, and unfortunately, that one was almost like the old Plinko game on Family Feud, not Family Feud, Wheel of Fortune. No, I guess it was Wheel of Fortune. They play the Plinko game. That ball just Plinkoed around, and a point for Hendrix, and we're all knotted at 9 apiece. Most of the men's basketball team crossed the way, as they're going to get ready to have practice afterwards. Zimmer saves that one. Unfortunately, plays it off the judge's chair. Low, hard serve by Mary Addison Stubbs for the ace. Stubbs way back for this serve. Kohler from the back line plays that one high and deep. And a point for Hendrix. It's 11-9 now at this point. Played to Zimmer. Sendoya going to set it way across. Kohler gets up and down on that one and plays it right down the front of the block. And it's now 11-10. And Camden George going to go back to serve. Short set, and that one's going to be pushed into the back corner for a point for Hendrix. Cameron Kennedy saw the defense kind of discombobulated and out of place and just pushed that one right to the back corner, and it dropped in nicely. Again, like a floater by Trey Young as the Hawks get ready for the regular season coming up soon. Serve going to be taken by Zimmer. Set across. Kohler way cross corner. Back set this time. Thrown back. Zimmer going to play that one back. Short set. Bassett has that one rejected. Ball still in play. Lilly across this time. Rosenthal has it rejected, but a great save by Kohler, and the point continues. Short set. That one's thrown back. And outside and out of bounds, Lauren Payne, after a great rally between the two squads, hits that one deep. She hits that one back towards the fan over there in the corner. And it's now 12-11 in favor of the Warriors. Sierra checks back in to serve. Low knuckler taken by Presley. Sendoya flying in to save that one. Lilly, long set across, and she double hit it. You saw the spin action on the ball, trying to go all the way across to Kohler. And an unforced error there, and a side out. 13-11, Hendrix with the lead. Lilly going to take that one. Kohler hammers it. Saved, but that's going to go around the net. Elena Oden saved it. And then a great diving opportunity by Adeline Henry. She was close over by the bleachers and could not get that ball back and played it around the back judge. Which maybe in ping pong would be legal, but on the volleyball court it is not. 13-12, I believe, is the score. Kohler serve taken by Stubbs. Running kill attempt going to go long. Catalina Williams kind of cocked back and was running with the one-hander. Scoreboard on my computer is saying 13-13. Scoreboard up there is saying 13-12. I believe it's 13-13. And now it'll be 14-13 as Kohler gets underneath that serve and serves it long. Back to serve will be Catalina Williams. 14-13 in favor of Hendrix. Set number one. Huge game here in the SAA. I think we're having a scoreboard issue right about now as it's still showing 13-12 in favor of Oglethorpe. I'll take that score. Now it's saying 13-13. There's some conversation by the official scorekeeper and the official that's out there. Computer is showing 14-13. Official scorekeeper, I believe, had 13-13. And again, a conversation going on between the head coach of Hendrix, Brittany Newberry, and the side official, I'm not sure what they're going to have happen here. Coach Newberry not very happy with that one either. Now we're trying to go and figure out where we are at. They're trying to go back now through the play-by-play to figure out is it 13-13 or 14-13. Really not sure. Scorekeeper has one. Again, the computer has another. I'm going a lot of times off the computer in front of me because that's going to give me the live updates and play-by-play. That has it at 14-13. I think Coach Newberry is saying 14-13. Coach Tidmore, she's just over there having a conversation with Briella Kohler at this point, kind of oblivious to what's going on. I see Ellie Alfonso over here who's keeping score. She's got the iPad. I just could read her lips. I believe she said, I think it's supposed to be 14. So either way, a little pause in the action. Got some college football going on today. Georgia Tech right down the road. And they finally do have it updated, and I believe it is 14-13 now in favor of Hendrix. Like I said, Georgia Tech will get underway coming up shortly. Georgia has a bye week. Serve taken by Sierra. Lily comes across. She'll back set it to Kohler, who comes up with a high slider across almost. Saved by Sierra. Lily short set to Bassett. That one's taken on the back line and saved by Williams. And that kill attempt by Cameron Presley goes high and outside, and we're now knotted at 14. We know definitely we have the score right at this time. Bassett going to serve, kind of overhand knuckler. Set across. And unfortunately going to play off the block attempt of Lily and down the hatch. And it's 15-14 now in favor of Hendrix. Going back to serve now is going to be Kyler Greenlee. Greenlee on the year leads the team in assists with 413, has a great serve there. What a play by Autumn Lilly, sliding underneath, and that kill attempt is going to come up short for Cameron Presley. I'm going to tell you, Autumn Lilly just made one of the plays of the match. She's almost under the net, goes diving with one arm to save it, and you end up getting a point, and now we're all knotted at 15 apiece. And Lily will go serve. Short set saved by Sendoya. That one's going to go to Stevens, who just kind of has to roll that one over the net. Backline, and what a great play. Elena Oden saw that one and measured it perfectly. She saw Oglethorpe's defense with a hole right in the middle and just rolled it with some topspin right over the net. And a 16-15 lead for the Warriors. Back to serve again is going to be Cameron Presley. Her serve goes in between Sendoya and Kohler. I think both of them were like, are we far enough back where this is going to be out? They were not. And it drops right in the middle. That one taken by Stevens, saved by Lily. Rosenthal just going to have to roll that one across. Back set down the line and in. Great set there by Grace House. She back sets it, and you get the kill opportunity for Cameron Kennedy, excuse me. We'll take a timeout on the floor. 18-15, Hendrix with the lead here on the Oglethorpe Sports Network. Back here on the Oglethorpe Sports Network. Give us a follow. Go Petrels Volleyball. You can follow Oglethorpe Sports all over all social media platforms. You can follow me as well at John Michaels U. Oglethorpe trailing 18-15 here in the first set. Feel like this is a very critical portion of the match. Hendrix has rattled off 3 straight points to have their biggest lead of the first set. Oglethorpe's been a little bit discombobulated on the defensive side, trying to come up with some clean returns to set up their offense. You're going to have Camden George. You're going to have Kate Rosenthal, Ashlyn Stevens, Briella Kohler, Sophia Sandoya, and Autumn Lilly on the floor. Back to serve, going to be Cameron Presley. Her serve taken by Stevens, and that one goes back and out of bounds. And 3 straight unforced errors for Oglethorpe on their return game, and it's 19-15. Serve taken by Kohler. Lilly comes across, sets it outside. Sandoya just has to play it. That one's at the net, and unfortunately rolls down the front of the net, and it's 20-15 and a 5-0 run right now for Hendrix to take the lead. Serve taken by Stevens. Backline to Kohler, saved by Stubbs. And that kill attempt by Payne going to go long and outside, and it's 20-16. Kylie Zimmer going to come in to serve, and this is a point where you got to come up with a nice little run. You're going to need Kylie, who's been a really good offensive player from that back line. Service game is always strong. Going to need her to come up with 5 or 6 really good serves here. I'll just take one to get a streak going. Taken by Stubbs. Back set, played off the block, and Kohler could not find it. It played right behind her. And you're going to get the kill there from, I believe, Cameron Presley on the side, and it's 21-16 in favor of Hendrix and Mary Addison Stubbs. 5'7" freshman back to serve. Serve taken by Zimmer. Lilly flies up to set it for Kohler. Outside, great save by Sandoya. Lilly flies up to get it. Kohler just rolls it over the net. Backline kill attempt is blocked, but it goes down, and Cameron Presley played it right off the block of Camden George, and it's 22-16 in favor of Oglethorpe. Stubbs back to serve again. And that serve's going to go long and out of bounds, and it's 22-17. Caitlin Bassett going to check in for Sophia Sandoya. Camden George back to serve. George serve, taken by Presley. Saved by Kohler. Lilly outside to Rosenthal, plays it off the block and out of bounds. And Kate's going to get the kill. She had to watch that one because that one almost came back and hit her, but it plays out of bounds, and it's now 22-18. Oglethorpe down. Camden George going to go back to serve. Really got to play good defense here, or just get an ace. Take one of those. Good serve, taken out. Kill attempt played off the block. Catalina Williams gets the kill. Played it right off the block of Bassett and Lilly. Sandoya going to check back in. It is 23-18. Cameron Kennedy back to serve. Her jump serve played by Zimmer. Lilly back sets it to Rosenthal, plays it off the block. Sandoya saves it, and that's going to be a lift for for Lilly, and it's 24-18, and it is set point here in the first set. Serve taken by Kohler. Rosenthal bumps it across. Bassett just going to play it back to the back line. Short set, thrown back again. Back set to the back line. Kill attempt is going to go right down the middle. And set number 1 is going to go to Hendrix, 25-18. We'll pause for 3 minutes as they'll do a side change. And we start the second set with a serve taken by Ashlyn Stevens, and that one was not played well off of Ashlyn. That ball goes flying out of bounds. (1-0) in favor of Hendrix. Serve comes in. Stevens dives to save that one. Lily going to take it across to Kohler, who rips it down the middle, but saved out of there nicely by Payne. And that kill attempt from the outside from Cameron Presley going to go long, and it is 1-1. In Oglethorpe, 9-7 on the year, but 4-6 in SAA play, and have lost some doozies. The ones that they were in right at the end. Short set, and that's going to be blocked. And the Plinko game again, it rolled off the block attempt, down the back, off another forearm, and a point for Oglethorpe. Camden George going to get the kill on the front line. Lily serves that one, taken by Stubbs. Hope she's okay, kind of fell. Sendoya probably should have let that one go, and I think she realizes it. Ball was up around her head, didn't realize how close to the line she was, and could not return it, and the ball goes out of bounds. And it's 2-2 here in set number 2. Presley serves that one, taken by Stevens. Lily backsets it, and Stevens goes, okay, you want to serve it my way, you better make sure I don't get a chance to get a kill attempt, because when I do, that's exactly what's going to happen. And up and down you go for Ashlyn Stevens. Came into the year leading the team in kills with 153. Zimmer back to serve, taken by Stubbs. Kill attempt played off the block, and unfortunately Camden George tried to pop it back up and hit on the wrong side of her forearm, and that went straight back and out of play. And we're tied at 3 apiece. Stubbs back to serve. I feel like she served a few different times, has done a great job early on. Zimmer goes flying in to save that one. Rosenthal rips it, and that's going to be a kill for Kate. A great attempt, holy cow. Flying like all the way back by the brick wall behind the out of bounds of the basketball line is Catalina Williams. My goodness, what an effort by her. Unable to come up with it in a 4-3 Oglethorpe lead. Back set, and that is ripped and out of bounds. I thought that one was going to be in for Cameron Kennedy. She hammered that one. Kylie Zimmer couldn't even get to it. It's a good thing she couldn't, because that ball was hit so hard, but right out of bounds on the right side. And a 5-3 lead for Oglethorpe. So taken by Stubbs, bumped across, and that one's going to be long by Lauren Payne. And Oglethorpe storming, no pun intended, to a 6-3 lead. Crowd getting into it. Great serve by George. It's only going to be rolled across. Kohler saves it. Back set. Rosenthal. Like DJ Khaled said, goes up and down is exactly what happened there with that kill. As Kate just hammered that one off the block. And a 7-3 lead for Oglethorpe. Stormy Petrus looking to be getting into a little bit of rhythm here on offense. Kind of a ragged first set where they just didn't seem to be in sync with everything they're trying to do. That serve is hammered. And the kill attempt, Caitlin Bassett. And again, you got to love her energy. Every time I get a chance to talk to her, she's just such a fun young woman to talk to. Smiling all the time. The return came right to her, and she mistimed her jump a little bit. Still gets the kill, but hit it right off the top of the net and rolled down. And an 8-3 lead for Oglethorpe. Timeout on the floor. We'll take them one with them here on the Network. John Michaels here on a Saturday afternoon, big day of college football. We'll get you updated on what's going on with Tech right down the road. But 8-3, Oglethorpe in the lead. Lost the first set 25-18. And another great serve. That one's going to be played and good. I don't know what you get there, and I don't know if we can get this to Sports Center. But the service return is bumped up in the air. It goes off the backboard and through the net. And everybody in the gym explodes in cheer. I don't know how we get that one to ESPN, but we need to. I don't know if we can count those 3 points for the basketball team. I see Coach Philip Ponder sitting over there. But maybe we need to. 9-3, Stormy Petrel's in front. They did not update the score. It should be 9-3. Or did they not get a point for the ball going through the net? Not sure how that works. The official score is showing 8-4. It was 8-3 when we went to timeout. Anyway, we'll go with 8-4. Bassett, she goes, okay, we'll get the 9th point that way. You want to put it for me on the scoreboard, we'll get it. Check it into serve, number 7, Gabby Phillips. Kate Rosenthal going to check out. 9-4 is the score we're showing. I thought we'd get 3 points for the basket made, but apparently not. Phillips comes diving in to say it. Sendoya, Zimmer going to get it all the way back across. What a great defensive play. And that kill attempt tipped and out of bounds. And Sierra and I guess Sierra just going to check in for Phillips. So the back line is going to be Sierra, Sendoya, and Zimmer. Up front, Bassett, Lilly, and Kohler. Sierra has to fly in for that one, and it did not work out well. That was one that went right over the front line. And Cameron Presley, at 6 foot tall, said thank you, slammed that one home, and it's 9-6. Serve going to be taken by Sierra. Sendoya plays it. Kohler knuckles that one across. Stubbs flies in to save it. Presley outside, saved. Left-handed takeover by Bassett. Defense is set, and that goes right down the middle in between Zimmer and Sendoya. 9-7 your score. Coach Tidmore, I have a feeling, with one more, may punch a timeout. You don't want a 9-4 lead to turn into something even. Serve taken by Sendoya. Zimmer has to fly back to save it. Kohler just has to roll it across. Back set this time, played off the block. Sierra Johnny on the spot. Lilly plays it across to Kohler. That's off the block. Sendoya saves it. Lilly short set to Bassett, who plays it back line. Short set on this one, saved by Sierra. Taken, rolled over by Kohler. All the way across, saved by Sendoya again. Lilly tries to just push it in the middle, and she's going to come up with a point. Autumn Lilly got the defense scrambling and just pushed that one over. And a 10-7 lead. Zimmer will check out. Stevens will check back in. Kohler going to go back to serve with a 10-7 lead. That kill saved by Sierra, jousted at the front line, and Catalina Williams plays Johnny on the spot again. That ball, Sierra had to just come up with that. That's almost get out the way and get an arm in there to pop it up. She did, unfortunately, right over the net to Williams, and a 10-8 lead for Oglethorpe. Williams gets the kill, now goes back to serve. Her serve taken by Sierra to Lilly, back set. Bassett, she got a little running momentum on that one. Shoved that one right down the middle of the defense. And an 11-8 lead for Oglethorpe. Bassett back to serve. Taken by Stubbs. Henry sets that one up and right off the block. Perry Evans climbed the ladder on that one. She comes up with a kill, and it's 11-9. Game has sort of moved into a back and forth affair, much like the first set. We had the same thing in set number 1. They kind of went back and forth. Ball going to be taken deep by Sierra. Lily short sets it. George has it blocked at the front line. Lily will set this one to the back line. Kohler, that's going to be hard to be returned. We'll see if Hendrix can get it across. They can. Sierra gets it. Outside set. Stevens, you're not going to get that one. Ashland climbed the ladder, and Kyler Greenlee, she did everything she could to come up with that one, but when Ashland gets on top of the rock, that thing's going to be a rock bottom like the old WWE days. 12-9 lead for the Stormy Petrels. Again, down 1-0. Lily going to serve that one. Pumped up by Henry, rolled across, Sendoya flying in. Lily gets people out of the way. Stevens plays it. Stubbs with a great dig on that one. Dug out of there by Kohler. Rosenthal has that one thrown back, and Sendoya tried to save it and could not get underneath the ball, and it is 12-10. Check it in. Ana Bastos, a 5'11" freshman out of Recife, Brazil. Sendoya comes up with that. Short set. George has it thrown back. Kennedy climbs the ladder. Cameron Kennedy comes up with the block right at the net, and it's 12-11 in favor of Oglethorpe. Hendrix has done a good job climbing back in this after a 9-4 deficit to start this second set. Serve taken by Sendoya. Lily back set. Stevens has that one blocked at the line, and that's going to just be played out of bounds. Stevens, they were able to come up with a dig on Ashland's kill, but unfortunately for them, the ball was just bouncing everywhere, and it bounces up here into the bleachers, close to a couple of Hendrix fans. Good crowd on senior weekend for the Stormy Petrels. Zimmer back to serve in a 13-11 second set. Zimmer high and short. Zimmer comes flying in. Kohler gets under it but cannot pop it up enough, and it's 13-12. Stubbs back to serve. Her serve, I think it was going to go long. Zimmer couldn't tell one way or the other, and Oglethorpe just going to have to bump it across and reset defensively. And just a great play by Catalina Williams. She realized the set was too deep and there were blockers on the front line. She just took her left hand and dinked it over, and we're tied at 13 apiece. Stubbs with a high short serve taken by Sendoya. Kohler rips that one but saved. Back set, Rosenthal rips it. Lily going to set it again, this time across to Kohler, and that one's going to go down the hatch. 3 times a charm for the Stormy Petrels. Briella Kohler climbing up, playing that down right down the front of the blockers. If you're a blocker, you try to go with verticality and don't move the arms forward, which will allow that rolling action. But Briella just hit that ball with so much force. 14-13 Oglethorpe leads. Great serve taken by Bastos. And again, Cameron Kennedy this time just rolls it over. (14-14). Checking back in is Perry Evans. Kennedy now with 7 kills to go along with Presley's 7. Kohler saves that. Lily comes across. Rosenthal, great diving opportunity up front. Again, diving in there, and they're going to get a double hit. Sendoya could not get all the way under it to get the set, and Hendrix has stormed in front now, 15-14. They're on an 11-5 run here to take the lead. Serve taken by Zimmer, bumped up by Sendoya. Kohler dives in and comes up with a kill. Stubbs, who had served, tried to play on that left line and could not get it done. Rosenthal check out. Phillips will check back in. 15-15, really important service game for Gabby. I'd like to rattle off 4 or 5 in a row. That serve, knuckling in. And that's going to be out. Great play by Sophia Sandoya. You could hear her screaming out from my vantage point. She knew that was going to be close, but absolutely did. Phillips back to serve with the left hand, soft. Played up front by Williams. Williams plays it across, bumped by Phillips. Zimmer comes up with it. Sandoya just going to have to roll it over. Back set on this one, and that's blocked, but it's going to go down. Kill there for Perry Evans. And Sierra going to check back in. 16-16. Timeout in the action here. Back to serve looks like Elena Oden. I think I'm reading the number 8 correctly. I am. Ball taken by Sierra. Lily short sets it. Running kill attempt by Bassett, saved. What a dig by Sophia Sandoya. My goodness. Zimmer tries to come up with a dig, but a kill from the outside for Cameron Presley, and we'll get a timeout on the floor. It's 17-16. Hendrix has taken the lead. We've got about a minute and a half break. We'll take one with him on the (17-16). Oglethorpe down now in the second set. Kate Rosenthal, Briella Kohler, and Camden George all with 5 kills apiece to pace Oglethorpe, but a much-needed defensive stand here. And they're going to call it in the net against Hendrix. I think Briella Kohler maybe had hit the ball a little bit, but it caused the defender to dive into the net. We're going to get a side out and a point. Briella will go back to serve. Much needed. Hendrix again on a now 13-7 run to tie this thing up. Kohler's serve going to be taken on the back line. And that kill ripped by Cameron Presley, who got up on the outside and was able to do exactly what she wanted to do in an 18-17 lead. Again, you're going to need a quick side out if you're Oglethorpe. This is where the match in the first set went sideways. You were right there at about 16 apiece, and then Hendrix rattled off about 7 straight points. We're at the point now where second set is almost at a do-or-die position. Lily, Bassett, Stevens up front, Sierra, Sandoya, and Kohler on the back line. For Hendrix, it looks like 23, Perry Evans, Grace House, Cameron Presley. We'll reset the back line here in a second. Stevens. And they're going to call again in the net. Looked like Grace House came up and hit the net. Much needed side out and point for Oglethorpe, and here we are at 18 apiece. Bassett going to serve. Sidewinder going to go in, and Hendrix is going to have to do whatever they can to get the ball across the net. They do. Short set to George, and that one is thrown back by Presley and House up front. It looked like Morning and Matumbo of the old Georgetown days with Jection Rowe with that one. Timed it perfectly. George tried to go a little bit angle with that one. Unfortunately for her, it came right back at her, and it's 19-18. Greenlee back to serve. Taken by Sierra. Bumped up by Lily. Kohler from the back line plays that one into the net. It's 20-18. And the Stormy Petrels need a side out, not now, but right now. Hendrix, a team that's improved. They've won 3 matches in a row. And that's played off the block. Ashlyn Stevens says, okay, take matters into my own hands. Sierra going to check out. Rosenthal back up front. Lily back to serve. Sendoya and Kohler, along with George and Stevens. Lily plays that one deep on the service game. And that left-handed attempt, now that would be 4. That is not legal. Left-handed attempt by Cameron Kennedy. Look, I give Hendrix credit. They just tried to play it off like no problem. We'll hit a 4th shot, but they could not. We're tied at 20, timeout on the floor, and one here on the Oglethorpe Sports Network. All tied at 20 here in the second set. Oglethorpe Sports Network. Oglethorpe on serve on a 2-0 run to tie this match up. Autumn Lily back to serve. Jump serve taken on the back line by Thompson. That kill attempt gets underneath Sendoya. And it looks like we're going to get Cameron Presley again, her 8th kill of the match. Excuse me, Cameron Kennedy, her 9th kill of the match. Assist from Kyla Greenlee. 21-20, taken by Stevens. Stevens going to have that one thrown back, and it's 22-20. Hendrix will have Presley back to serve. And a must-get side out right here. Serve taken by Ashlyn. Sendoya bumps it up. Kate just going to have to roll it deep. Short kill opportunity saved by Lily. Back line, Stevens only going to be able to run up and bump it over. Dug out of there nicely by Sendoya. Stevens going to get the much-needed kill. Played it off the block attempt of Kennedy and House. It's 22-21 in favor of Hendrix. Remember, win by 2, point to 25. D3 volleyball, it's up. It's best 3 out of 5, but the 5th set only goes to 15. Stevens going to be played deep to Stubbs. And what a nice shot by Bastos, who hits that one all the way from the right side and rolls it in. And Sendoya leaning one way, unable to come up with his 23-21. Stubbs back to serve. First serve taken by Stevens. Lilly sets it across. Kohler plays it off the net. Sendoya digs that one out of there. Briella plays that one. Jousting at the net. And Oglethorpe, just bad luck. And a timeout on the floor. Coach Tidmore going to take one. Kohler played it off the block. It flew out of there. We'll take one with him. We'll be back after this. 24-21, Hendrix leads on the Oglethorpe Sports Network. (24-21), Oglethorpe trailing here in the second set. Kate Rosenthal leading the way with 8 kills. Briella Kohler with 6. But you're going to need a much-needed side out here and then get on serve. Interesting substitution for the first time. Checking in number 19, Macy Stringer, 6-foot sophomore out of Stuart, Florida. And Rosenthal going to come up with the kill, and that ball coming up my way. Stringer just gave them a different look up front with some size, and she gave a fake on the kill attempt. I think it set up Kate beautifully for the kill. Sendoya back to serve. She's got to keep this one in bounds. She does. That ball's going to be thrown back. 24-23. Remember, you have to win by 2. Oglethorpe down 1. Have to score again. Sendoya going to serve it deep. Great diving save by Stevens. Kohler going to roll it over, and that's going to be bumped up. Diving play by Kohler. And they're going to call a lift on Autumn Lilly. And that's going to be the second set. 25-23, Oglethorpe falls. They're now down watching for Hendrix and Oglethorpe. You guys are enjoying the broadcast. Oglethorpe now going to have to win 3 sets in a row, and not the start they wanted as Grace House comes right down the middle and comes up with the first kill. You're going to have Stringer, Rosenthal, Kohler, Stevens, Sendoya, and Lilly. Hendrix going back to serve will be Presley. Save by Stevens. Kohler just going to have to roll that one high and deep to the back line. That ball played off the net. Stevens saves it. Kohler going to have to back bump it, and does. Rolls it over the net. Kill attempt saved. Again saved. And that one's going to be played off the scoreboard. And a 2-0 lead for Hendrix. Right now everything has kind of been rolling Hendrix' way. As I mentioned, the Warriors have been on a nice streak of winning matches. Sendoya bumps that one up. Stevens only able to just kind of tomahawk that one over. That ball's going to be thrown back, and that's going to be a much-needed block and kill. Stringer and Kohler up front to cut this to 2-1. Again, it's best of 5. Oglethorpe down 2-0. Kohler serve taken on the back line. Saved and dug out of there by Sendoya. Back set to Rosenthal, who rips it. It was going to be saved and dug out of there. And that kill attempt by Bastos going to be played into the net, and we're 2-2. Oglethorpe got off to a really good start in that second set. Was up 9-4 and kind of fell apart from there. been a tale of almost two parts of each set where the first 17, 18 points have been really close. And then unfortunately you see the last 10 points have really been in favor of Hendrix. They get a kill on that one. It's now 3-2 in favor of Hendrix. Cameron Kennedy set up there by Greenlee with the kill. Sendoya going to bump that one up. Cross to Stevens, who plays it, has it blocked. Sendoya popped it up, but Stringer and Stevens both kind of were looking for the ball at the same time, and neither one of them came up with it. Hendrix right now with a 4-2 lead. Don't forget, we will be back tomorrow. It is senior day against Rhodes at 11 o'clock. Volleyball action will get underway. Sendoya saves that. Rosenthal, she'll get the kill on that one. Kate climbed the ladder, swung that left arm with authority. Comes up with the kill. Sendoya back to serve. Back set here, and that one's thrown back. Caitlin Bassett, Ashlyn Stevens climbing the ladder there. .4 here in the third set. Sendoya soft serve, dropped that one into Bastos. And that kill attempt going to be outside from Catalina Williams. And it's 5-4 Oglethorpe. Stormy Petrels just trying to find the momentum they had last Saturday when they played really well against Swanee. Been a little bit disjointed today. Great diving save by Kohler, bumped over by Lilly. That's all she could do. Back set blocked and rolls across. How about the blocks from Rosenthal and Bassett? You want to talk about getting the home court bounce. That ball rolled down the line like a tightrope walk and then just dropped in right before it went out of bounds in a 6-4 lead for the Stormy Petrels. Williams has that one thrown back. And Rosenthal and Bassett have got their timing right now on the front line, playing some hella defense, and we're going to get a timeout on the floor. Oglethorpe stormed out to a 7-4 lead here in the third set on the Oglethorpe. .7-4 Oglethorpe lead here in the third set. Get you caught up on a couple of stats. Camden George leading the way with 8 kills today. Camden playing really well in the middle. Bella Kohler with 7. Ashlyn Stevens with 6. Sendoya just going to soft serve that one over like some ice cream. Great attempt by Lilly, but not enough. Catalina Williams going to get the kill on that one. Substitution looks like number 12, Adeline Henry. Also number 23, Perry Evans going to check in. Same 6 still on the floor for your Stormy Petrels. 7-5. They're down 2-0, so they have to win all of them. Rosenthal plays that one and is saved by Stubbs, who comes flying out of bounds. Rosenthal going to bump it up. Sendoya just going to have to bump it over. Back set outside. Bastos comes down with that one. She could see that, but she called for it. Had the first one rejected. The second one played right down the line. 5'11" freshman out of Brazil, coming up with that kill. She's come in here really in the second set and kind of made a difference for Hendrix. Didn't play a bunch in the first set, played really well here in the second set. Serve taken by Kohler. Lily short set, Bassett rips that down the line, but saved by Presley. Bastos has that one thrown back. That kill played off the net. Lily short sets it. Bassett has it thrown back. Now you're going to go outside to Stevens. That's going to be thrown back, but it's going to be thrown out of bounds. 3 straight times they went to that left side of the floor. That time they went outside. Ashlyn Stevens, who comes up with the kill, her 7th of the match, and it's 8-6 Oglethorpe. Rosenthal back to serve, lefty, senior out of Boca Raton, Florida. They're really working on kind of this soft serve where they're just dropping it over. Bastos loaded up on that one, but hits it deep. And almost like Coach Tidmore has seen something on the defensive rotation for Hendrix, where all of the serves are just clearing the net. And they're making the libero and Stubbs really have to run to come get it. This time you had to go front line. And it plays off of Sendoya. She tried to get out of the way. Played right off of her fist. Subbing back in will be Elena Oden. Bastos going to sub out. Hendrix does have a couple of women from Brazil. Serve taken by Kohler. Lily back sets it to Rosenthal, and that one's going to be out of bounds. Kate tried to go all the way across court, just missed that sideline, and it's 9-8 in favor of Oglethorpe. Men's basketball will practice in here afterwards. They get ready to start really getting ramped up for the season. And Bassett, unfortunately, that set was out of reach. I think we're going to get a timeout on the floor. We will. We're tied at 9 apiece. Oglethorpe taking a timeout. We'll take one with them on the Oglethorpe Sports Network. Nine in set number 3 on the Oglethorpe Sports Network. John Michaels with you. Hendrix, Oglethorpe. Hendrix with a 2-0 lead, trying to avenge an earlier loss on the year. Stevens digs that one out of there. Lily has to come flying in. Stevens from the back line. Dug out of there by Presley. Blocked. Rosenthal going to bump it up. Outside set. Just going to be played over the net from Stevens. Couldn't really get the authority she wanted on it. Sendoya digs it out of there. Stevens goes cross court, and that one's going to be out of bounds. Off on the jump, just a hair. It's 10-9 in favor of Hendrix. Kohler digs it out. Lily backline. Rosenthal only going to be able to just set it across. Outside hit, and a great job by Kohler. Briella listed at 5'10". Are they going to call this off of Briella? Ball was definitely out of bounds. I guess they're going to call I guess I'm going to say that one hit an Oglethorpe player. Briella looked like the Matrix, leaning back like the old Fat Joe song and getting out of the way, but they're going to call that the wrong thing. Ball played off the net. Sierra, unfortunately, plays that one jousted right to Cameron Presley, who just hammers it down. The serve came off the net. Sierra was already diving for the ball and kind of had to redirect. He just had the ball pop up in the air, and it's now 12-9 in favor of Hendrix. That serve, same attempt by Anaya Thompson, by Elena Oden. Had some overhand spin on it, went right into the net. It's 12-10 in favor of Hendrix. Good serve by Ashlyn, top spin. That ball is thrown back by Bassett, and just a great job. Williams realized she's lost a couple of times on the front line to Bassett and to Kohler, and just used the left hand and guided that one to the back line. Another kill opportunity taken by the Warriors, and they have a 13-10 lead here in the third set, trying to close this out and even their record in SAA play, actually go over 500. Kohler has that one thrown back. Sierra kind of rolls that across. Good dig by Sophia Sandoya. Kohler going to get that one down. Great set by Lily. And they are actually calling, not sure, we had the chair official signal that was a point for Hendrix. I was looking down to see how many kills Kohler had. But it's 14-10 in favor of Hendrix. Serve taken by Sierra. Just flopped over. Kill attempt played right down the body. Cameron Presley again with another kill. Presley with 12 and Kennedy with 12 to lead the way for the Warriors. Biggest problem right now is the hitting percentage and the errors for Oglethorpe. Sierra on the outside. That one's saved by Lily. Bassett has that one play off the net. Sandoya only going to be able to bump it across. Outside hit, and it's going to be in. Coach Tidmore walking towards another timeout at 15-10, down 2 sets to none. So I mentioned Oglethorpe just hitting at 17%. 5 errors on reception, 3 service errors. They'll get a point here. Reverse announcers jinx. Service error there by Catalina Williams at 16-11. Oglethorpe now must make a run. Stringer checks back in on the front line, wearing a large left knee brace. Bassett serve taken. Outside, and that's just going to be dropped in very nicely again by Presley, seeing that the defense was spread out. And Oglethorpe now trails 17-11. As I mentioned, Hendrix could go to 6-5 in SAA play with a win. Oglethorpe would fall to 4-7. The loss would have Oglethorpe tied with Birmingham Southern for 5th, but then a game and a half back of Hendrix. Much needed comeback here. Kohler going to come up with a kill, play that one down the line and right off the 2 hands of Presley, and it's 17-12. Rosenthal will check in for Sierra. Lily back to serve. 17-12 here. Serve played low. Sandoya sets it on the outside of Rosenthal. Rosenthal had to just 2-hand that one over, and that was going to go out of bounds. An attempt there by Cameron Kennedy to just drop it in on the sideline, and she kind of maneuvered that one out of bounds at 17-13. Lily with a hard line drive serve taken by Kennedy. Bump attempt taken by Sandoya. Rosenthal going to come up with the kill. Coach Tidmore was livid, thought there was a lift. She is looking like, you got to be kidding me. Now, they always say ball don't lie. And Rosenthal came up with the kill. 17-14. Another good low, hard serve. Kill attempt going to be taken, and down the hatch for number 15, Grace House. House played it off the block, and it rolled right down the line. It's 18-14. Oglethorpe needs 7-8-0 run. Really just need a 4-0 run to get this thing tied up. There's not going to be the first point. Kohler, I thought that was going to be in. It just plays out of bounds. And now it's 19-14. And we're going to get a timeout on the floor. We'll take one with them. Timeout on the floor. Oglethorpe down 2-9, down 19-14 here in set 3 on the back here on the Oglethorpe Sports Network. It's 19-14. Set number 3. Oglethorpe trying to stay alive. Substitution, Kylie Zimmer going to come in, so it's going to be Stringer, Rosenthal, Kohler, Zimmer, Lilly, and Sendoya. It's going to be Greenlee, Bastos, Stubbs, looks like Presley, Kennedy on the floor for Hendrix. Zimmer digs that one out. Kohler rolls it into the middle, saved by Presley. Outside Bastos, jousting at the front line. Rosenthal with the left hand, saved again by Presley. And again, just the luck of the Irish. I'm not sure that Cameron Kennedy is Irish, but either way, that's the saying. Goes for the kill, it hits the top of the net, rolls down. Coach Tidmore taking exception to something. Really not happy. I just could see, I asked you for something 5 minutes ago. Sendoya going to save that one, but it's going to drop in. You had two Stormy Petrels diving on the floor, Sendoya and Zimmer, making sure both of those young women are okay. Looks like they are. They're now at 21-14. Hendrix in front. Again, we'll be back tomorrow, senior day for Rhodes and Oglethorpe, an 11 a.m. start here. It is senior day, so you'll have some pomp and circumstance beforehand. That serve going to go long. It's 21-15. Stevens going to check back in for Zimmer. For college football right now, Georgia Tech trailing 16-10 to Boston College. It's the only local action we have going today. Kohler's serve taken. And that kill up and down for Grace House. House playing really well on the front line. It's 22-15. Mary Addison Stubbs back to serve. Oglethorpe going to need a real huge run here just to get this to a fourth set. Serve taken by Stevens. Outside, dug out of there nicely by Presley. Bastos going to roll it over. Kate just tries to go with the right hand, and Bastos able to throw that one back over. And it's 23-15. Stubbs serve going to go long. It's 23-16. Bassett going to check in for George. Actually, she's going to check in for Sendoya. George needs about a 9-0 run here, would be beautiful. Diving play by Briella Kohler. Stevens just going to have to roll it over. Outside, Bastos has that one thrown back, and there's a start. 23-17. Sometimes a spark can ignite a fire. You're going to need a fire here if you're Oglethorpe. Georgia serve taken by Bastos. What a play by Autumn Lilly. A second one, and that one falls in between three Stormy Petrels, and we've got match point as Hendrix going to try to get out of here. 24-17 they lead. They've won the first two sets, trying to avenge a sweep loss earlier in the season. Back to serve for match point. Adeline Henry, 5'6" freshman out of Gunter, Texas. Serve taken by Stevens. Rosenthal is going to keep Oglethorpe alive. It's 24-18. Sierra going to check in to serve. Rosenthal going to check out. 24-18. Trying to stay alive. Serve going to be taken deep. It's bumped up. Bastos from the back line plays it. Kohler on the spot. Lilly short set has Bassett. That one's saved out of there. Rolled across. Sierra gets it. Lilly going to have to back bump it. Bump there by Sendoya. Back set opportunity. Kill taken. And that's going to be too much. Sierra tries. She comes running over, but runs out of room. And Oglethorpe, a really tough Saturday afternoon in which they